Pranayama for Nadi Shuddhi. The Vayu cannot enter the Nadis if they are full of impurities. Therefore, first of all, they should be purified and then pranayama should be practiced. The Nadis are purified by two processes, viz, Samanu and Nirmanu. The Samanu is done by a mental process with Bija mantra. The Nirmanu is done by physical cleansing or the Shatkarmas. 1. Sit on Padmasana. Meditate on the Bijakshara of Vayu, Yam, which is of smoke color. Inhale through the left nostril. Repeat the Bijakshara 16 times. This is Puraka. Retain the breath till you repeat the Bija 64 times. This is Kumbhaka. Then exhale through the right nostril very slowly till you repeat the Bijakshara 32 times. 2. The navel is the seat of Agni Tattva. Meditate on this Agni Tattva. Then draw the breath through the right nostril repeating 16 times the Agni Bija, Ram. Retain the breath till you count the Bija 64 times. Then exhale slowly through the left nostril till you repeat mentally the Bija letter 32 times. 3. Fix the gaze at the tip of the nose. Inhale through the left nostril repeating the Bija Yo, Thumb, 16 times. Retain the breath till you repeat the Bija, Thumb, 64 times. Now imagine that the nectar that flows from the moon runs through all the vessels of the body and purifies them. Then exhale slowly through right nostril till you repeat the Prithvi Bija L, O, Lam, 32 times. The nadis are purified nicely by the practice of the above three kinds of pranayama by sitting firmly in your usual posture. Mantra during pranayama. The mantra for repetition during the practice of pranayama is laid down in the Isvara Gita. When the aspirant holding his breath repeats the Gayatri thrice, together with even Vyahritis in the beginning, the Siras at the end and the Pranav, one at both ends of it, this is what is called the regulation of breath. Yogi Yajnavalkya, on the other hand, declares thus, the upward breath and the downward breath, having been restrained, regulation of breath is to be practiced by means of the Pranav with due regard to the unit of measure of the mantra. This repetition of the Pranav alone is meant for the Paramahansa sannyasins. It has been declared in the Smritis that ordinary contemplation is to be practiced through the inhalation and other stages of breath regulation at one's navel, heart and forehead, with reference to the forms of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva respectively. For the Paramahansa, however, the only object of contemplation has been declared to be Brahman. The self-controlled ascetic is to contemplate upon the Supreme Brahman by means of the Pranav, declares the Shruti. Exercise number 1. Sit on Padmasana. Close your eyes. Concentrate on Trikuti, the space between the two eyebrows. Close the right nostril with your right thumb. Inhale slowly through the left nostril as long as you can do it with comfort. Then exhale very slowly through the same nostril. Do 12 times. This is one round. Then inhale through the right nostril by closing the left nostril with your right ring and little fingers and exhale very slowly through the same nostril. Do 12 times. This is one round. Do not make any sound during inhalation and exhalation. Repeat your Ishta mantra during the practice. In the second week of practice, do 2 rounds, in the third week, 3 rounds. Take rest for 2 minutes when one round is over. If you take a few normal breaths, when one round is over, that will give you sufficient rest and you will be fresh for the next round. There is no kumbhaka in this exercise. You can increase the number of rounds according to your strength and capacity. Exercise number 2. Inhale through both the nostrils slowly and gently. Do not retain the breath. Then exhale slowly. Do 12 times. This will constitute one round. You can do 2 or 3 rounds according to your capacity and strength and time at your disposal. Exercise number 3. Sit on your asana. Close the right nostril with your right thumb. Then inhale slowly through your left nostril. Close the left nostril with your right ring and little fingers and open the right nostril by removing the right thumb. Exhale very slowly through the right nostril. Then draw the air through the right nostril as long as you can do it with comfort and exhale through the left nostril by removing the right ring and little fingers. There is no kumbhaka in this pranayama. Repeat the process 12 times. This will constitute one round. Exercise number 4. Meditate that the single letter, the supreme light, Pranav or Om, is the origin or source of the three letters A, U and M. Inhale the air through IDA or left nostril for the space of 16 matras, seconds. Meditate on the letter A during that time. Retain the air for the space of 64 matras. Meditate on the letter U during the time. Exhale through the right nostril for the space of 32 matras and meditate on the letter M during that time. Practice this again and again in the above order. Begin with 2 or 3 times and gradually increase the number to 20 or 30 times according to your capacity and strength. To begin with, keep the ratio 1:4:2. Gradually increase the ratio to 16:64:32. Deep breathing exercise. Each deep breathing consists of a very full inhalation through the nose and a deep, steady exhalation also through the nose. Inhale slowly as much as you can do. Exhale slowly as much as you can do. During inhalation, observe the following rules. 1. Stand up. Place the hands on the hips. The elbows will be out and not forced backward. Stand at ease. 2. Lengthen the chest straight upwards. Press the hip bones with the hands in downward direction. A vacuum will be formed by this act and the air will rush in of its own accord. 3. Keep the nostrils wide open. Do not use the nose as a suction pump. It should serve as a passive passage for both the inhaled and the exhaled air. Do not make any sound when you inhale and exhale. Remember that correct breathing is noiseless. 4. Stretch the whole upper part of the trunk. 5. Do not arch the upper chest into a cramped position. Keep the abdomen naturally relaxed. 6. Do not bend the head far backwards. Do not draw the abdomen inwards. Do not force the shoulders back. Lift the shoulders up. During the exhalation, observe the following rules carefully. 1. Allow the ribs and the whole upper part of the trunk to sink down gradually. 2. Draw the lower ribs and abdomen upwards, slowly. 3. Do not bend the body too much forward. Arching of the chest should be avoided. Keep the head, neck and trunk in a straight line. Contract the chest. Do not breathe the air out through the mouth. Exhale very, very slowly without producing any noise. 4. Expiration simply takes place by relaxing the inspiratory muscles. The chest falls down by its own weight and expels the air out through the nose. 5. In the beginning, do not retain the breath after inhalation. When the process of inhalation is over, begin exhalation at once. When you have sufficiently advanced in your practice, you can slowly retain the breath from 5 seconds to 1 minute according to your capacity. 6. When one round of 3 deep breathings is over, you can take a little rest, respiratory pause, by taking a few normal breaths. Then start the second round. During the pause, stand still in a comfortable position with hands on hips. The number of rounds can be fixed according to the capacity of the practitioner. Do 3 or 4 rounds and increase 1 round every week.